In this tutorial, I'm going to demonstrate how to add an additional image or an object shape to your animation. To get started, you're going to click on Folder and you're going to add a group of images here. So I'm going to call this Object Shape. And then I'm going to click here and I'm going to come to my Object Shape tools here, and I have several options: rectangle, ellipse, polygon. I'm just going to select an ellipse for now, and I'm going to create this ellipse color. Down here, this is your foreground color and your background color. You can click here on your properties and select the color and change it if you want. So say I want more of a green yellow. I'm going to change it, and actually I'm going to come up here, and once I select that color, it'll go into my swatches, and then I can just come up here and fill it. So now I have a shape that I'm going to work with. I'm going to click on my move tool and move it down to the bottom. I'm going to kind of move it through the space. So right now I have this on my first layer, my background layer color. I'm going to drag this into my folder because I want it into my folder. I want it separate from the rest of my layers. So now I'm going to click on layer 2, and I'm going to highlight the eye here, and it will appear on my layer 2. I'm going to move it up a little bit, maybe decide where I want it kind of moved through, and then I'm going to click anywhere off the page, and it will deselect. Back and look at layer 2, and then go back and look at layer 3 and see where you are putting this, and then click off the page. And then I'm going to click on layer 4 and move it into the space. So I'm going back from layer 3, which I've already assigned my shape, to layer 4, and I've moved it up a little bit. So this is how you can kind of step and repeat an object moving through your layer. If I click here now, you can see that it's starting to move through. So you're going to assign every frame that is in your timeline, you're going to assign this object, and you're going to move it into the space and into where you want it in the composition. You can also resize it. So if you want it to start to change shape, you can do that. But if you do that, you have to copy it. So because this will affect all of your shapes, that whatever you do to the shape, by resize it here, it'll get resized here. And I don't really want to do that. I want to resize this or change the shape of it starting here. So I can Command J that and name my ellipse